Coming up on a special edition of Small Town Big Deal, we salute America's veterans.
Go, 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 go!
Join former Navy SEALs and Green Berets as they lead ordinary citizens into action.
All right, let's see what you got.
Inspirational feats of strength and endurance. And heartbreaking stories of the ultimate sacrifice.
Would trade anything for another day with my dad.
As we express our nation's gratitude to the men and women who defend our country.
This special salute to veterans is made possible by Bad Boy Mowers.
Welcome to this very special Veterans Day edition of Small Town Big Deal, made possible by our partners at Bad Boy Mowers. I'm Rodney Miller.
And I'm Jan Carl. And with us from Bad Boy is Mallory Lindsay. Welcome, Mallory.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. And you know, Bad Boy Mowers is proud to honor the courage and sacrifice of every man and woman that has served this great nation.
So I gotta know, are you guys ready to spring into action with some Green Berets and some Navy SEALs?
Rodney, Mallory, Jan, mission's on, let's go! Go, 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 go!
Everyone is on active duty at Swim with a Mission.
Get up there, get up there, get up there!
It is a high-energy, 3-day fundraising event that pushes your body and lifts your spirit.
Let's go!
Each day features a different competition. There's Navy SEAL paintball, a Green Beret obstacle course, and endurance swimming.
Here we go, Jack! Ring the bell!
The objective is clear. Phil and Julie Taub created Swim with a Mission 5 years ago to raise money to help veterans in need.
There's a lot of struggle. There's a lot of sacrifice. There's a lot of veterans not finding services that they need.
It's a fantastic way to bring veterans together, people from the community, business leaders. The camaraderie here, the spirit, support for veterans is fantastic.
Woo! The events are spread out at 3 different locations in New Hampshire, a couple of hours drive north of Boston, and it all kicks off with an intense paintball tournament. So Mike, I see that you're multicolored. How did the first round go?
Went terrible, but we're team building out here, right?
That's right. Plus, paintball raises the most money of all 3 events because corporations donate $25,000 apiece to field a team led by a former Navy SEAL.
Lieutenant Commander Jonathan Kleck, United States Navy SEAL.
My name's Mike Gray.
I'm Sal DeFranco.
Hey, I'm Ed Thielander, retired Navy SEAL that did 21 years in the Navy, all of them the SEAL teams.
Only the best of the best become Navy SEALs. They must complete more than a year of the military's most grueling training designed to prepare them physically and mentally for special missions.
You cannot over-communicate as you're yelling. Hey, I got 2 guys coming through the field. I need 1 more.
Of course, it is a whole different kind of mission for them to whip these non-military weekend warriors into shape.
It's really exciting, and it's a great opportunity for us to put some folks and just give them a little bit of an inkling of what we experienced in SEAL training. I'm sorry, actually, I'm getting called into action right now. I gotta go. We'll continue this later.
I can't wait.
We're out.
Our cameras follow John and his team into their first heavy fire face-off.
This corner here.
So like if Tom Cruise and George Clooney had a baby together, it would be John, except he'd be a Navy SEAL.
Woo!
John, how did you do?
It was awesome.
Yeah?
What a good run. Team came together. They did exactly what winning teams do.
We really appreciate everything, but I gotta say, did you get clipped?
I was trying to motivate the guys a little bit. I couldn't get their attention, so I did a little bit of a Mel Gibson walk, and I just walked through, and sure enough, the other team made me pay for it. Go, 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 go! All right, go. Let's go.
So the teams can also get points by going into this training course. It's called Close Quarter Combat. They've got good guys and bad guys. You don't shoot the good guys, they got to get the bad guys. They've also got 1 sniper that's coming after them, and they have to retrieve this box that's emitting all kinds of signals and has all information on the bad guys.
Let's go, fellas, it's fun!
The fighting is ferocious in this arena as well. John takes a direct shot to the visor. That's why we volunteer to go inside without the sniper firing at us.
All right, weapons up, ready to go. You're going into a gunfight. You want to be ready. Let's move. Let's go. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. Cameras, we're coming. Find your way up. Find your way up. Get your gun up in the air. Fight.
So my main goal was to not get shot by Janet.
Well, if I had shot you, Rodney, it would have been on purpose.
Cameras, we're coming. Here we come, we're coming.
So, I hate to ask, but how do we do?
You did awesome.
We did?
Yeah, you did awesome. Jan, I know you found the IED. We rendered it safe. You let your teammates know.
I got the target.
You guys operated like a team that has been working together for a long time. That was awesome.
Oh, thank you. Wow. Well, in that case, I'm not going to admit that I knew where the box was ahead of time, but I did.
Hey, it's all fair in love and war, right? Meanwhile, the official teams battle it out round after round until one emerges victorious.
Woo! Good job. Hoppalides is the grand champion.
But the action is not over yet. It's time for the Navy SEALs to show what they can do when they band together.
So this is the match everybody's been waiting for.
Yeah.
First place team takes the last place team hostage.
That's right, but the Navy SEAls from all the teams, they come rescue the hostages.
And I don't want to fight those guys.
You know what? It's gonna be a wipeout.
There are smoke bombs and even a mini tank driven by Navy SEAL Harry Bologna, who lost both of his legs in combat 6 years ago. The hostages are set free in no time.
Nice rescue!
Coming up, the Green Berets tackle every obstacle in their path. But can they keep up with these amazing kids?
This girl is only 14 years old and she is killing it.
This Salute to Veterans special is made possible by Bad Boy Mowers.
You're watching Small Town Big Deal. Hoorah!
Welcome back to Small Town Big Deal's Salute to Veterans.
This special is made possible by our partners at Bad Boy Mowers, and with us from Bad Boy is Mallory Lindsay.
Thank you guys so much for having me. You know, earlier we watched the Navy SEALs in action and they were impressive.
But they're not our nation's only elite fighting force.
All right, let's see what you got.
It is day 2 at Swim with a Mission, a fundraiser to support our veterans. And on this day, the participants face a 3-mile obstacle course on a sprawling farm in New Hampshire. It is grueling.
But each tuckered out team gets a Green Beret as their leader.
Hi, my name's Dan Fielding. I'm a former Green Beret from 7th Special Forces Group.
My name is Dave Elliott. I am Master Sergeant Devin Plashavich, retired from the U.S. Special Forces 1st Group.
Retired Green Beret Sergeant First Class Travis Wilson.
So the Green Berets are an exclusive group. There are only 5,500 in active duty.
They are known as the Quiet Professionals because they work mostly in secret.
The motto of the Green Berets is De Oppresso Liber, which means to liberate the oppressed.
And their specialty is to infiltrate hostile territories to lead and train fighters friendly to the United States. That's why they're not only experts in military skills, but also foreign languages and cultures.
On this particular challenge, the most important skill is balance.
So this is the log walk. It's one of 10 obstacles that each team has to complete.
The teams range in age from older adults to young kids. Lily's rifle is at least half as tall as she is.
Like, it's supposed to mimic the weight of a real gun, I guess. So it's like 5 pounds probably.
So she's the only girl on the team, so I think she's feeling extra pressure.
I would think the boys are feeling extra pressure because there's a girl here and they don't want to get beat by a girl.
Good job.
Wow, Lily makes it look so easy. Now it's our turn to test our balance.
Wait a minute, bare feet, Mallory? Oh, I see why, yeah. I would not want to do it in these.
No, these are my fancy boots, even though they don't look like it.
Mallory's barefoot technique helps her hoof it all the way to the end.
But Jan and I decided to keep our shoes on.
Oh, crap.
So I don't have to beat everybody, just Jan.
Unfortunately, I'm not even halfway down the log when the next team is ready to go. Can't stop the race.
And no one should feel bad for not making it all the way to the end. We watch even the strongest competitors fall. And there's always a lesson to be learned.
What were you doing right there?
I thought about falling, and then I fell.
You can't tell your brain to not do something.
Yep.
Yeah,
Positive.
Your mind says yes to whatever you tell it to. Good job, guys.
Now, this next obstacle challenges the teams to carry heavy water-filled canisters or liters up a long, steep hill. How exhausting is it? Just look at their faces.
Very challenging and great team building.
One more station. Let's finish strong.
I made it pretty far to this point with these guys pushing me along. This one hurt.
But the pain is definitely worth it. The money they donate to participate goes to organizations that help veterans transition back to civilian life.
We wouldn't be here if we didn't have someone fighting for this freedom that we have.
We're just so happy and thankful that our troops are supporting us here at home, and we just want to get back to them. So very excited for that.
Perfect. Go, 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 go. Don't stop, don't stop.
We've caught up to the youngest team again, this time at the rope obstacle. They have to get themselves and all their heavy gear to the other side.
The big challenge is really your grip strength and being able to hold with your feet and your hands.
So there's a reason we did the log walk and not the rope challenge.
But it's no problem for Lily. She aces this test as well.
This girl is only 14 years old and she is killing it.
Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Come on.
It's on to the next challenge. There's also a target range, a hostage rescue, first aid with a makeshift stretcher, and the hand grenade toss.
So, Bobby, what is the objective?
The objective is you are the good guys. This is the enemy bunker, and you're going to throw these grenades into the opening of the enemy bunker to blow them up.
How successful have people been?
Not very.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh! Yay! High five! Bye-bye, enemy.
Victory is sweet with all the crawling, climbing, and carrying these teams must do.
Of course, the Green Berets don't want anyone to get hurt, but they do enjoy watching them get a tiny taste of what it takes to become an elite soldier.
You know, all the pain that they put us through, now I get to sit back and watch them go through the same pain. Hopefully they have learned something from it and learned what their strengths and their weaknesses are through this process, and I think they have.
Still ahead, the event that gives Swim with a Mission its name.
And stories of the ultimate sacrifice that will touch your heart.
Would trade anything for another day with my dad.
This Salute to Veterans special is made possible by Bad Boy Moors.
Welcome back to Small Town Big Deal's Salute to Veterans, made possible by Bad Boy Mowers.
Now, it's day 3 of Swim with a Mission, and it's time for the one event that started it all back in 2017.
Now, it's time to swim.
3, 2, 1, hit it!
So there are over 200 swimmers today. They're competing in a 1K, a 5K, a 10K, which is 6.2 miles. I think Jan's going to be in that one, and a 10K relay.
Pete Rodney knows I'm not a very good swimmer, so that's not happening. The 1K, that's not happening. This, I will never own.
I am loving the sense of community that's going on. Everyone is welcome to participate. I'm seeing 7-year-olds all the way up to 70-year-olds.
Even the service dog is raring to go.
That dog is my style of swimming. Doggy paddle all the way.
As for the two-legged competitors, they're soaking it all in.
I'm swimming with 2 Navy SEALs and a Navy SEAL wife, which is really awesome. You know, it's an honor to swim with these guys.
Loving being part of this big event.
I'm feeling great, yeah. It's honestly an honor just to be here for all these guys, you know?
Come on, Mom!
It is a joyful and celebratory mood, but the day began by remembering those who made the ultimate sacrifice. Senior Chief Petty Officer Dan Healy was killed during a helicopter rescue attempt in 2005. That's his son Jacob waiting in for the relay race.
I was 15 at the time, and obviously would trade anything for another day with my dad, but in a weird way, it's incredible to be a part of things like this, organizations like this that really help fill that void.
If you were here today, we'd probably go have a breath hold competition in the water. He'd probably wait till as soon as I finish the race, let's go in the water and do a breath hold competition. Of course, he always wins.
So Nancy, I'm going to ask you to come up here, Nancy.
Nancy Marston is here to present a swimming award named after her son. Navy SEAL Blake Marston. He died in a training accident in 2015.
He was a very big guy, 6'2", big guy with strawberry blonde hair, so intimidating in presence, but yet so kind. I wear this trident, but you notice that the eagle head is bowed. And usually when we see the eagle, right, the head is up, but it's to represent humility. This organization does amazing support for the Veterans Organization, and that's the best part of it.
We are coming to the end of a fantastic 3-day event, and it's going to end in grand style.
That's why we've had to move to a baseball stadium, because it's the only place big enough to hold the elite forces in action.
It's an awesome display as soldiers and their canine partners demonstrate how they get the bad guys to keep us safe. And it all builds to an explosive finish.
But this final gathering also gives everyone the chance to salute the organizations that help our veterans, especially those vets who struggle with severe injuries or post-traumatic stress.
And we look at mental injuries just like spraining your ankle. It's nothing that you have to live with. It's an injury that can be healed.
Swim with the Mission has gotten the word out that mental health is available, that you don't have to walk this alone, whether you're going for a hike, with a horse, with a dog, it doesn't matter. Swim with the Mission will support art, anything.
They've already raised $1.73 million, and the money is still coming in.
So 95% of their fundraising is achieved during these 3 days, but you can still donate anytime during the year at swam.org.
What's really great is with our group, because we've been able to grow it, and each time we get a nice sponsor, they come back year after year now.
And many of the veterans return as well. They share not only their time and talents, but also their personal struggles that may inspire others to seek help.
SEALs are supposed to be the toughest of the tough, so do a lot of them not want to reach out because they feel that maybe help might be a sign of weakness?
Yeah, I was that way.
Really?
Yeah, I was a train wreck when I got off active duty. It took me a while, but I worked through it.
Unfortunately, I lived through some really bad things, and I'm not talking war, I'm talking the aftermath. Our veterans need our help, and I know that firsthand. And when veterans come home, they should feel supported.
All right.
Absolutely. And after spending 3 days with all of these remarkable veterans and civilians who want to help, it's impossible not to be moved by the incredible foundation Phil and Julie Taub have built in just 6 short years.
Not only have you been the spark, but I'm emotional because I'm just like, I've always wanted to help too, and you're such a great role model for that, but sorry. But not only are you the spark, but you're the ember.
We go places and people will come up to us and they go, you're those guys from Swim with a Mission, right? And they'll say, hey, you saved my life. And then I get emotional, you know, and I walk away and I go, wow, how do we do that? Like, we're that little pebble that went into the pond and it kind of like reverberated.
Yeah, can I give you a hug? Thank you.
Small Town Big Deals Salute the Veterans is made possible by Bad Boy Mowers.
We hope you've enjoyed this very special edition of Small Town Big Deal, our salute to veterans.
And we want to thank you, Mallory, for joining us. And we are so grateful to Bad Boy Mowers for helping us highlight and celebrate and honor our veterans.
You know, it's really been our pleasure, and we are indebted to our Navy SEALs, our Green Berets, and to every man and woman in our armed forces. May we always be a grateful nation.
I'm Rodney Miller.
I'm Jan Carl.
And I'm Mallory Lindsay.
Join us again next week when once again we celebrate the great stories from across America.
That's great. All right.
Take one.
Perfect.
I'm Rodney Miller.
And I'm Jan Carl, and here with us from Bad Boys.
Oh my God. What was it? A bug there, right on your tooth. It just planted itself.
So John, former Navy SEAL, team leader, and I think he's gunning for Rodney's job.